And welcome into the ballpark at America First Square. This is the UHSAA 5A Baseball State Championship bracket reveal. I'm Brian Preece, and I am excited to get this started with you today. It's been a spectacular season of 5A baseball across the state of Utah. And the regular season wrapped up yesterday. The playoffs start next week. We've got the bracket to reveal for you today. So we'll go ahead and get to that bracket. But first we want to tell you about just some of the rules, the way this sets up in bracket play, regional play. So there are two best-of-3 series, meaning it's a double elimination tournament. The regionals are May 8th and 9th. They will be the higher seed will host the first game in each of those series, with the lower seed hosting the second game, and then it'll be a coin toss deciding the host for game 3 of those series if necessary. The winners of those regional series move on to the super regionals, where they will face one of the top 8 seeds in Region 5 who have advanced and received a bye into those super regionals. Again, those will be double elimination, best-of-3 game series, with the top seed hosting the first game, the visiting team hosting game 2, and a coin toss deciding the host site of game 3. After the regionals, we get into bracket play. The 5A state championship tournament is going to be at UCCU Ballpark at Utah Valley University this season. It'll begin May 18th and extend through May 23rd. That's Saturday, May 23rd. So it's going to be really exciting. You'll have 4 games each of the first 3 days of that, and then the Thursday, May 21st, will be a couple of if-necessary games. But it's stacking up to be a spectacular 5A state championship season. Last year, the reigning state champs coming in, number 20 Spanish Fork, earns the number 1 seed. As we start taking a look at these brackets, Spanish Fork shows that the run to a championship last year was no fluke, as they get the 1 seed. They're the number 2 team in the state of Utah. They will face the winner of Springville and Clearfield. Springville, the number 17 seed, heads up to Clearfield, the number 16 seed. And then down in the lower half of this first bracket, the number 24 Hillcrest Huskies will face Payson in round 1. Payson hosting game 1 of that series. The winner of Hillcrest and Payson will advance to face the number 8 Alta Hawks in the Super Regionals, and we'll move on to the next portion of the 5A 2026 Baseball Championship bracket. See, we've got the number 20 seed here at the very top. So we wait for that to populate. It's going to be the number 20 Brighton Bengals, last year's runner-up, just slipping into this year's state championship 2014 bracket. They will face the Olympus Titans, number 13 team, hosting game 1 in that series. The winner of that 3-game series will advance to face the Westfield Longhorns, a newer school here in the state of Utah. Westfield showing out on the baseball field this season. Down in the bottom half of the bracket will be the Skyline Eagles, a team we saw here at the ballpark at America First Square earlier this week in a doubleheader. The number 21 Eagles will head to Taylorsville and face the number 12 Taylorsville Warriors. The winner of that series will move on and face the number 5 Cypress Pirates. So Cypress advances into the Super Regional round. We move to the next portion of the 5A state championship bracket. It's going to be the number 18 seed Bountiful Redhawks facing the number 15 Salem Hills. So that should be a really good series. The winner of that one advances to face number 2 Maple Mountain. Maple Mountain, of course, upset last year. They were the number 1 team in the state, upset by Spanish Fork in the semifinals. And then we look down at the bottom half of this portion of the bracket. The Timpview Thunderbirds coming in at number 23, the second to last team to make it into the 5A bracket, will face the Wasatch Wasps. Wasatch hosting game 1 of that series, and the winner of the 3-game series between Timpview and Wasatch will move on to face the Fremont Silverwolves, the 7-seed Fremont Silverwolves. And now we move on to the last corner of this year's 5A championship baseball bracket. The number 19 Box Elder Bees will face the number 14 Woods Cross Wildcats. Woods Cross hosting game 1, and the winner of that series moves on to face the very difficult Pleasant Grove Vikings, number 3 seed Pleasant Grove Vikings. And down in the bottom half of this bracket, the number 22 Roy Royals reach the dance. They will take on the number 11 Kearns Cougars, with Kearns hosting game 1 in that series, and the winner of that 3-game set will advance to face the number 6 West Jordan Jaguars. So that'll wrap up the 5A state championship bracket. We've got some really exciting stuff going on for this one. We take a look at some of these teams as the final RPI. Of course, this bracket always decided by the RPI. It's not decided by how teams finish. Spanish Fort going 22-3, earning that number 1 seed. I'm sure it doesn't hurt that they're coming in as the defending state champions. They're led by Nixon Warren, hitting .425, have 3 players hitting over 400 in that Dons lineup. And junior pitcher Caden Lamson for Spanish Fork comes into the 5A championship tournament. He's 5-1 with a 1.73 ERA, and junior pitcher Sammy Dart 6-1 with a 3.3 ERA, giving the Dons a really tough 1-2 combo at the top of their pitching staff, and then obviously a difficult lineup. Maple Mountain also with 3 regulars hitting over 400, this time led by Caden Giles. It's .492 batting average. Junior right-handed pitcher Caven Carver is 6-1. He's got a 1.47 ERA, just sterling. The Eagles check into this 5A tournament as the number 8 team in the state of Utah. They were finished 3rd in Region 7, actually, so it was interesting. Region 7 dominating this 5A tournament with the Spanish Fork Dons. They were 2nd in Region 7. And the Region 7 champs, the Pleasant Grove Vikings, check in at 18-7 overall. They're the number 6 team in the state of Utah. So look for Region 7 to make some noise in the 5A state championship brackets. We are excited to get this one started. Again, the regionals begin on May 8th, with the higher seed hosting Game 1 and Game 2 being played on May 9th, the coin toss deciding Game 3 of those, if necessary, regional and super regional games. So this has been the KSL Sports Rewind 5A Baseball State Championship Bracket Reveal from Brian Preece. You are watching and listening to Utah High School Baseball on KSLSports.com.